Hi everybody, it's Amalia, and I'm here today with the Smash Our Stash Collab for 2021. For the month of June, our choice is a kit. So I decided to break out one of the many kits that I have that I haven't used and smash it up. This is a Simon Says stamp kit, and you know what? I am not even sure what year this is from. It is going to be from, let me see what this, 2017? Okay, it's not that old. It's 4 years, but I guess it's not that old. It's the Simon Says stamp kit. And let me tell you the purpose of this collab, because it's to use up our stash. And I'm so glad I joined this collab with the person leading this is Beth from Bourbon Creek Crafts, and of course Teresa with Fresh and Renewed with Teresa. And this is meant to be a fun collab, and hopefully it'll help remind us of some forgotten items in our stash, like this particular kit that I got in 2017. And so it's motivated me to use it up. And I used up the whole kit. Of course, I have some paper left over. I'll show you what I have. So I just pulled it out. I have a couple of other kits from Simon Says Stamp. I was on their monthly kit for like maybe about 3 months, and so I have at least 2 more. But this one is the Simon Says Stamp Blissful one. I think this one came out not just in 2017, but like for May or June of that year. And here's what it came with. The kit includes the Simon Says Stamp exclusive stamp set called Floral Bliss Clear Stamp Set. And so it's like a wedding themed one. It's got this bouquet of flowers and some individual flowers and leaves. It says, congratulations, celebrate, thank you, forever and always, let the bliss begin. And so I used up that, or I didn't use it up, it's still usable. But I used almost every stamp on that particular set. I stamped out a bunch of sentiments, and here's like all the sentiments I stamped out. I'm gonna put these in my backup stash of sentiments so that whenever I need one, I can just pull it out. And what else was in here? This beautiful envelope, just one of them, and it has a lovely pearlized texture to it. Oh, sorry for shaking you. Oh, okay. It also had this Daniel Smith sampler palette. It was sap green, ultramarine blue, quinacridone gold, and quinacridone rose. This is the gold right here. Here's the rose. And these colors were great to work with. I'll show you what I created with those. And let's see what else I have. The Tim Holtz. Oh, I didn't use this. This Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Worn Lipstick Ink Pad. That's in my stash somewhere. I never used it. I haven't used any of my oxides. That's another story. Simon Says Stamp Barely Beige. Barely Beige. Here's the Barely Beige. It's a nice weight cardstock. I didn't use that. It didn't work for me to end up using that. What else? Oh, a Barely Beige ink pad. Sorry, that was a Barely Beige ink pad. So 2 ink pads in this kit. That was a great kit. But I forgot I had this, and so I didn't use it. I didn't use either ink pad. 12 double-sided 6x6 designer papers from Echo Park. So it was these right here. I'll just fan them out for you so you can kind of see. And double-sided, very pretty paper pack, as typical of most Echo Park. Love Echo Park. It was called the Echo Park Wedding Bliss Collection. 12 sheets of that. Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock. I used that. Simon Says Stamp Black. I used part of that. Nice, really nice paper. It's not flimsy at all. It has a nice heft to it. And cotton candy, which is this color. I almost used it all up. This has a lot of texture to it for a cardstock. Cotton candy, ivory cardstock, which is a whole sheet right here. Has a nice weight to it too. Not as stiff as the black, but a nice weight to it. I didn't use any of that. And then this envelope, this is called metallic ivory. Okay, so these were the suggested or the design team projects. I tried to follow along with a couple of them. Then I created some of my own card maps. I had some ideas. I wrote it down on the back. But let me show you what I made. I started with the watercolor paper. So I had some watercolor paper from Tim Holtz. I had some of my own stash. And I think I did about 2 sheets. One of the Tim Holtz one and one from my own stash. And I think I can tell the difference between the both of them. But here's the cards that I made. For this one, I stamped it out in, what is this? Versamark ink. And then I used some white embossing powder. And I used the watercolors just to paint in the leaves and etc. And I used some of my own watercolors too, because this is a mermaid green kind of color that I used, that my friend made. And here I have some, what is this called? Seam binding. A couple of sequins there, and some existing cardstock that I had. Pre-made cards. This is one of the pre-made cards I had as well. With this one, it's upside down, but not upside down like I put it in wrong, but upside down like it's a hanging one instead of the other way around, right? I used some blue glitter paper that went really nicely, I think, with the background. This is the paper that I had on hand. It's a much rougher texture than this one from Tim Holtz. And, you know, just used all the colors to color it in. Tried to make different colors with the leaves and these leaves too. Can you see okay? And then this one, here's another one. This one came out a little bit lighter. This blue from Daniel Smith is a staining blue. I tried to, I painted on and then soak up some of the extra color, and it stained the paper. It didn't soak up some of the extra color. I embossed this with gold embossing powder, and I used this little strip from the card designer Echo paper, designer Park paper, as a little accent on the piece. They showed that as something on one of their samples, like right there, and I really liked the way that looked, so I did that. But it's pretty simple, other than the gold glitter paper underneath and all the other stuff. These two were some other ones that I did. I wasn't quite, one of them is the Tim Holtz paper, which is this one. And then this one is the paper that I had in my stash. I've got lots of different paper in my stash, but this was a particular one. And I'm seeing the difference. And I don't know, I like this one better. This one looks more, I guess, arty, but I just like this one better. I took a paint pen and I just went around the edge with some gold paint. I put a ribbon and some sequins on this one. And with this one, I'm going to go a little bit faster. This is taking too long. And with this one, I did the same thing around here. This one is some of the paper, and I just swatched some color on it, and then made a banner out of it with the congratulations from the set. Let's go a little bit faster so that this doesn't take forever. This is another card. I love using that stripe on the side. These are some of my Martha Stewart pearls, and this is a Tim Holtz die set. Here's the stamp on that pretty pink paper. Again, took the inspiration from this one right here, designed by Heather Rue. And so I made that one, and then another one, again using that striped paper on the side. This is directly copied from this one right here. Okay, then I decided to do some with a cutout, and with some of the individual stamps stamped out and embossed and then cut out. This one came out real simple but elegant with some embossing folders. Then I used the cutout and some washi tape right here with more of those cutouts. I'm really happy with the way they came out so far. Then here's another one with some of the design paper cut out and some more of those fussy cut pieces, and a congratulations banner and this fabulous gold glitter paper underneath. Again, so I did a couple of these whole ones, then I stamped out a bunch of these individual ones as well and then fussy cut those out to do that stuff. Here's another one, gold glitter banner for the happy couple banner. That's a sentiment from the stamp set, and more of that striped paper. I love the clean and fun look of that. And here with some of the design paper, this is banners, this is a floral bouquet, and congratulations. Then this one is more of the paper, but with some black, just black plain paper. This is, I don't know if this is, you know, my recollections paper from Michael's or what, or the one that came in the kit. But it looks good either way. This is some washi tape that I had. I just took a small punched through the washi tape to do this. This is not a layer underneath. This is just washi tape underneath to create that gold layer. Then I took out my top note die, which is an old die from Stampin' Up, but still makes a great, simple frame. And this is from the stamp set, and I just used some white embossing powder and some gold embossed pieces, and then I clear embossed the bouquet in the background on some gray cardstock. This is Recollections carded envelopes from Recollections at Michael's. Did the same thing here, just a little bit more, and then another here, just to use up, upside down, just to use up my little pieces that I cut out. And here's another one with these washi tape hearts cut out. This is a Tailored Expressions one, sentiment. Here's another one, congratulations. This is all using the Echo Park paper. This is some paper that I had in my stash. It's all Recollections paper, but I used a Tim Holtz 3D embossing folder and embossed those out. And I used some of my collection of sketches. I print them out and I cut them into little pieces, and I kind of go through them as I'm looking for inspiration to create some cards. Then this one, this is just a nice big piece of that paper from the collection, Let the Bliss Begin, also sentiment from the stamp set for the happy couple. This is a We Are Memory Keepers 3D embossing folder. This one is just another big piece of that design paper with a glitter banner, some simple circles. What do they call that? Highlighting. Here we have another one with the embossing folder background in that brighter pink. It's not the pink that came in the kit, but it's a pink that I had, and I kind of like it. It's a little bit more of a bubblegum pink, but I think it works fine. Then we have another one. I just used these little pieces that I had left and created that embellishment there. These two are the last ones that I created with the very last itty bitty little pieces of paper that I had. And I used up all 12 of these sheets to the last drop practically. So the inspiration that I got from these as I was finishing up this paper pad was from this that I got in the mail the other day. I got this in the mail the other day. It was a return to sender from a card that I mailed out in March of 2019. I mailed this out in March of 2019 and I just got it back this week. So, and it says this person no longer lives at this address. And this is a card I made way back when. And I thought it was really cute and I decided to copy it. So I did. I went ahead and cut out my strips and cut out some circles and used some embossed backgrounds. I had a whole bunch of them made, and so I just used them all up. And my Blast from the Past card from 2019 came back to give me inspiration for this. This was sent, I haven't been on Split Coast Stampers in a while, but if you join Split Coast Stampers, they have a monthly birthday random acts of kindness, and they send you a list and you can send out birthday cards to the people from Split Coast Stampers. So this is what I would use. I would print out, I didn't sign this card before I sent it off to you. Instead, it holds my warmest thoughts, visible but true. So if you find you need to brighten someone's day, then take this card and sign it and send it on its way. And so that's my login at Split Coast Stampers. And whenever I received a card like this, I always noticed that the ink transfers on the card. So I always put like a backer, whatchamacallit, Post-it note to cover this in case it transfers. So that's it, everybody. That's my installment for this month for the Smash Our Stash. Please check the description bar below because you'll see a bunch of people that are in the collab, and we have had some wonderful ideas for the past few months with this collab. And go ahead and take a look in the description bar and click on those links to check out all the other collabers. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, especially if you like my cards. Leave a comment below because I love hearing from you guys. And click thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends, share this video on your social media platforms. Let's be friends. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.